welcome back to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We're going to get you out of here before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners. We've got our cappers here for you here today. Let's introduce the cappers on the show. Matt Fargo with us today. Matt, how's it going?
Good. How's everybody doing today on this Wednesday?
Great. And of course, welcome in Big Al McMorty.
Hey, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. Ready tomorrow, college football with our card tomorrow. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Yeah, that's what I've been doing most of the day. Deep dive in the college weekend ahead and watching the Cubs come roaring back and poke at the Pirates bullpen again. Oof, big collapse by them again. Definitely taxed the Pirates bullpen. That was ugly. If you're on the wrong side of that one, ooh.
That one's got to hurt if you're a
Technically,
Pirates.
I was not.
Oh.
Cubs.
Yes.
And the Astros are looking good, so I got nothing to complain about. Looking like we're well on the way to a 2-0 start. Let's get some good winners on the side.
Yeah, Astros
so lots of action tonight. It's that time of year that you get tons. We got so much.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Astros just put across another one, 9-0 here on the Phillies, top of the eighth.
9-0.
9-0. Yeah, they got it. Went deep with that one. All right, you guys know the format here on the drive-thru now as we use the morning format. We'll cover the games for you here in the primetime hour. So let's go ahead and let's get the graphics ready to go here as we take a look at this set of games here at the 6:40 Eastern start time spot. I think we'll be ready to go here. We will begin here with the Angels, Tigers, Athletics, Reds, Yankees, and Nationals. And we get it started here with Big Al McMorty.
Well, looking at the Angels-Tigers game, I mean, obviously Griffin Canning, the thing that sticks out to most people is that he's 0-8 on the road this year compared to 4-3 at home. So I think the knee-jerk reaction for a lot of people would be to fade Canning since he's on the road tonight. But the real problem for Canning, in my eyes, is that it's really been run support for him. He's 0-7 when the Angels score 2 runs or less, but he's 4-4 when they get 3 runs or more. But I think the Angels are going to be able to score this evening. You've got Mason Englert starting as the opener. You've got Kenta Maeda, who's going to get the bulk of the innings after that. And Englert's ERA is 5.95. Kenta Maeda's ERA is 6.42. So I'm going to take the Angels at plus $1.40. Yankees, Nats, and I forget the third.
Reds and Athletics.
Yeah, okay. I don't want anything to do with the Reds game. As far as the Yankees, they've been horrible this season versus lefties, 17-21, minus 20.2 net games. You've got Washington at plus $1.70 on the money line. I think it's a pretty nice underdog take there, given the Yankees' poor stats versus Southpaw. So I'll take Washington plus $1.70.
Yeah, from Big Al McMorty, we move over to Matt.
Yeah, I'm with Al on the Angels. As you mentioned, Canning is 0-8 on the road. But he's coming off a solid relief appearance where he went 6 shutout innings. I think that gives him a little motivation coming to this one. And run support should be good. I think, Detroit going with a bullpen game with Englert and then Kenta Maeda, who both have been very good. And the Detroit bullpen of late hasn't been great. They're number 25 in strikeout percentage in August. I think, Detroit, they won 5 in a row, but 4 came against the White Sox. Big deal, right? Can't beat the White Sox at this point in the season. So I was the Angels in a nice plus spot there. Reds, A's, staying away from that with Beto and Cruz. You know what we're going to get there. As far as the Nats and the Yankees, I like the over. Washington's actually got 105 straight, but they faced Rodon, who he's struggling on the road with a 5.07 ERA. And he's number 45 out of 58 qualified starters with his xFIP on the season. So even though his top line number is okay, overall, his metrics don't line up good here. Yankees have been decent on the road. Against lefties, it's sort of over their 72-56 on the season. And Gore's coming off a good start. He's been inconsistent, though, back and forth with good and bad starts. And I think he gets hit pretty hard against New York tonight. So I like the over in that game.
Okay, from Matt Fargo, we can move over to Rod.
And in this time slot of games, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with the Angels here as well against Detroit. Detroit, as the two guys before me said, bullpen game going for Detroit. And the Angels here in a good spot. It's just one of those canning. I think he gets enough run support. The Angels bats can get to Engler early and probably take a lead and cruise from there. We know Maeda. He can definitely give up some runs as well. And I think Canning has a good start here against this Detroit team. He also, look, the Tigers have lost their last 9 night games against the Angels at Comerica Park following a home win. So against the Angels, the Tigers not the team to be backing it up with back-to-back wins against the Angels. So I think the Angels scoop it up in that one. And the Oakland game, you know what? I'm going to go with the Oakland A's in that one. We know what their bats can do. And this Reds team, when they start slumping, they look pretty awful when they continue to slump, and that's what they've been doing. Reds have also lost each of the last 9 home games against American League opponents. So give me Oakland in that one. And yeah, let's take a shot here with the Nationals. They got the game 1 win there. Gave Corbin a nice little win, maybe a send-off at home here for Corbin. Got them a win yesterday. I think they can cruise through another one. Rodon on the road. His home road splits are definitely 2 runs better or worse or better, whatever you want to call it. Either way, Yankees at that price, no thanks. I don't want to be putting my money behind Rondon on that one. I'll take the shot with the Nats, the plus money.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, Astros got another one now, up 10-0 to the bottom of the 8th there. So they're just adding another run here.
Butt kicking.
Mystery butt kicking. Yeah, the one I like here. I'm going to do I'm going to write the Beto shuffle here. Beto has been the guy here of late, and his numbers have been solid over the last 3. 1 earned run past 17 innings. When you look here at, it looks like they're going to use a either opener here. Casey Kelly may be the primary as a call up here for Cincinnati, but again, the Cincinnati form is just not good right now. Their bullpen over the past 5 games approaching ERA approaching 5. Oakland's won 5 of 6 on the road. Reds overall losing 8 of 11. To me, I'll be looking here at the Oakland Athletics. That's the one I like of these 3 in that slot. All right, let's continue on here as we get ready here for the next series of games, and we'll get the games ready for you here right now on our graphic. And what will come up next will be Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Braves and Twins, Padres and Cardinals. We begin here with Big L.
Well, looking at the Blue Jays game, I had a big play on the Red Sox. They snapped their losing streak last night, but for this game, I don't want any part of the Red Sox, but I also don't really want to take Toronto either. Instead, I'm going to look at the total. I like the over 9 runs, mainly because Chris Bassett's in port for him. He has a 6.55 ERA over his last 4 starts, so I'll take the over 9. As far as the Padres-Cardinals, San Diego's been really good away from home this year, 39-26 on the road, plus 11.7 net games. I like San Diego minus $1.20. I don't really like the Braves-Twins game at all, so I'll pass that one.
I will pass that. By the way, the Phillies are hitless through 7 innings here, so in the bottom of the 8th, in case you happen to miss that.
Oh,
all
wow.
Right. Yeah. That's
crazy.
10 runs, 17 hits, no runs. Nope, we may get a base hit here. It is going to be a base hit, so they just got an infield hit. Nope. So there goes a no-hitter. Just jinxed you. Sorry, Arrighetti. Just
jinxed you.
Jinxed. An infield hit. They got past the third baseman, too deep and short there. All right.
The announcer jinx.
Yep. Interesting line there. About 10, 17, and 0 for the Astros, 0, 0, and 0 for the Phillies. But now they get the hit. All right, we go over to Matt.
Dude, you are getting an apology for that, man. You timed that perfectly. Holy cow. Wow, I was just looking at my phone like, holy cow, he's pitching a no-hitter, and all of a sudden you say, oh, wait, no, never mind. Toronto, Boston, I'm going to pass here for that. I would premium play that game. That's available at Dawgz. Looking at Atlanta, Minnesota, man, I want to take Minnesota bad because this offense is so good. Man, they're facing Chris Sale, who's just been lights out. He's on 13 straight starts now, allowing 2 runs or less, on his way to another Cy Young. And Minnesota, they dropped 7 of 9. Still within striking distance, 2.5 games out in the Central, but I think you just have to take the Braves here in the spot. Going against Festa, who hasn't really blown up much, but he doesn't go deep, and his ERA at home, 6.61. I think it's a good spot for Sale at a short price. As far as the Padres, Cardinals, Padres are back to winning again. They won 3 in a row. 26-8 since July 20th, which is the best record in baseball. 3 games behind the Dodgers right now. And they go with Musgrove, who is making his 4th start. First 2, kind of erratic, but his last one looked like his old self. And he could be the workhorse that he's been for the last couple of years for the Padres down the stretch to try to catch the Dodgers and at least grab the number 1 wild card spot going head-to-head with Arizona. St. Louis had won 4 or 5. They dropped the first 2 in the series. They're pretty much done. 7 games out of the wild card. So out to Padres at the short money line price on the road tonight.
And there for Matt. Move over to Rod.
And for checking out this Blue Jays Boston game, you know what? I'm going to go with the Blue Jays here. Boston did end up losing their losing streak versus the Blue Jays last night, but I'm going to go right back to the Blue Jays, who don't seem to when they lose, they are 9-0 following a loss in night games. So I think they bounce back here in this one. And Bassett, you've seen his 2 starts against Boston. He's pitched not too bad. It was the bullpen who gave it up. You look at his last time out against Boston, he pitched 7 innings, only gave up 7 hits, only gave up 2 earned runs in that start. Start before that one, same thing. He went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, and only 2 earned runs. So he pitches not too bad against Boston. And well, on the other side of things, well, Bello, sure, he's been pitching well for Boston, but against these Blue Jays, last time he faced the Blue Jays, he only went 2.1 innings, gave up 5 hits, 7 earned runs, 3 walks. And I know Bello, he can give up some walks. And the way these Blue Jays are crushing it, give me the Blue Jays in that one. And the other one in this time slot that I like, you look at Atlanta and Minnesota, and Atlanta's just been dominant. Chris Sale in the round. I don't want to go against Chris Sale. I know that price does look a little bit low for Chris Sale versus Uncle Fester on the mound for the Twins. Uncle Fester's been awful. He's just been like creepy Andy Zuki. He's awful at home. He's got a 6-point whatever. So he's awful at home. So I'm going to just take Atlanta. Atlanta's won 10 straight versus Minnesota. So give me the Braves in that one. Padres, I think the Padres just continue to roll. Bats are hot. I like the over in the Padres game. Hey, look, Pallant's been solid for St. Louis. He's the only one that seems to be pitching half decent and getting wins, but the way the Padres are rolling, I got to go lead Padres, get the over as well in that one. I think we get to 9-10 runs in that one.
All right, there from Rod. All right, the ones that I like here in this slot here, I've got the over there with Toronto and Boston. We've seen Bassett, his last 3 starts, 14 earned runs, 6 walks in 15 innings. Bale, when Bale got called up to Major League Baseball in his rookie year, he faced Toronto in 2 of his 3 starts. He got pounded and then got sent back down again. He came back up again and he was able to stay in the rotation. But I remember Toronto just pounding Bale when he broke into baseball. I'll look over there. Braves going to look at Atlanta here in this spot. Sales allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 12 straight starts. Hard to go up against that, especially with the Braves bullpen. The one consistent thing about this Braves team has been their bullpen this year. And I'll look at the Atlanta in that spot. Musgrove actually put up some impressive numbers since coming back from that shoulder issue he had coming out of spring training. 1 earned run or fewer in 6 straight. Pallant at home, look at his past 3 home starts, 12 earned runs in 16 innings. Padres have been smashing right now. We'll look at the Padres in that one. All right, we'll continue here on the drive-through. Let's take a look at this. Actually, we got 4 games. We'll go 2 at a time now to close out the baseball. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next couple games here. We'll look at Rangers-White Sox here, the scheduled game at 8 Eastern. Giants-Brewers. We begin with Big Al McMorty.
I'm going to look at the Brew Crew with Freddie Peralta on the hill. He's given up just 1 run over his last 2 starts for a 0.82 ERA. In contrast, Kyle Harrison's ERA over his last 4 outings is 5.59, so I'll take Milwaukee, and I'm going to stay away from the other game.
I don't blame you. All right, we go over to Matt Fargo.
Yeah, I'm with Al on this one. I'm in Milwaukee as well. I've lost 2 in a row. I actually kind of don't mind on the run line here. They've been pretty good against the run line. When they have won, the majority of their wins of late have come by more than 1 run. I think they're in a good spot coming off the 2 losses. And I think the home road splits are a big one in this one. Coming off the 5-4 loss last night, it's a tough one. I think they out-hit the Giants by 1, which wasn't significant. But, Milwaukee's doing the job get the job done at home. They're 38-25. Giants are 9 games under 500 on the road. So I don't like the number where it's at right now. If we were to play it, I'd lay the 1.5. And as far as the other game, yeah, not touching it. I don't think there's even a starter announcement for the White Sox from what I can see. So we'll take a pass on that one.
Pass there. Let's go over to Rod.
And for me in this one, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Giants here. The Giants love to hit Freddie Peralta. Last time they seen Freddie, well, he got rocked. He went 2.1 innings, gave up 8 hits, 10 runs, couple home runs versus the Giants. And the Giants won that game 15-1. Giants just one of these spots here that sure Freddie has been pitching good over his last few, but I think this Giants team can get to him. Giants have also won their last 5 as the underdog against the Brewers following a road win, so I think they could string back-to-back wins here against these Brewers. And at the light spot price, I'm going to take a shot, and I'm definitely agree. I'm going to stay away from the White Sox in Texas.
Like I said, I don't blame him. We're going to have 4 passes. We're going to have 4 passes on that White Sox Raiders game, and I don't blame it at all. All right, yeah, I'm going to look here at the Brewers in this spot. Harrison past 4 starts, ERA 5.5. Peralta's past 2 starts encouraging here. We look here at the bullpen for the Brewers, performed well over their past 10. Giants, again, is always a question on the road here. You always got to worry about that. Over the past 10 games right now, overall ERA near 5.5. Look here at Brewers in that one. All right, let's continue here on this. Right, we'll close out baseball here with these last 2 out west. We start here with Marlins and Rockies. We close it out with. I'm sorry, we got more than 2. We got the Mets, D-backs in there as well, and then of course the Orioles and Dodgers. And we start this one here with Big Al.
Look at the Marlins and Rockies. Kyle Freeland has been much better at Coors Field this season than on the road. At home, he has a 3.86 ERA compared to 7.34 elsewhere. Max Meyer, meanwhile, has been ineffective whether on the road or at home, and his ERA over his last 5 games is 7.46. I'll take Colorado. Don't want to touch the Orioles-Dodgers game. And as far as the Mets game, they've been dominant in this series, 22-6 the last 28 meetings. I'll take the Mets as a dog.
From Big Al, we move over to Matt.
Yeah, I'm with Al in Colorado. Last night it was typical Colorado. 4 runs in the 9th to lose 9-8 after blowing a 6-run lead. So that's the one concern about this team right now. You don't know what you're going to get with that bullpen. But I think they have a good matchup tonight. Like Al was saying with Freeland, he's been pitching really good at home, which is rare for a Rocky starter. His 11 starts since coming back from his injuries, given up 3 runs or less in 9 of those. So overall, he's been pitching pretty good. As far as Meyer goes, he's been brutal. Through 6 starts, he's given up 9 home runs, 7.36 ERA, and he has a 7.1% strikeout to walk ratio or rate, which would put him dead last in baseball if he qualified. So he's not pitching well, and this is obviously his first start at Coors Field, and he should get lit up here. As far as the Mets D-backs, I have a premium play on that one, so I won't go over that one right now. Looking at the Orioles-Dodgers, the bats weren't alive last night, but I think they come alive tonight. Corbin Burns has not been pitching well, and this is not a good line to go against to try to get it right. Dodgers have scored only 5 runs the last 2 games, and I think they're ready to bust out. Something's not right with him. Walker Buehler making his 3rd start since coming back. He's been limited. Not sure what you're going to get. Dodgers bullpen has been all right, but the Orioles have scored 9 runs in the last 3 games. I think they're ready to bust out as well. I think we see a lot of offense in this game. Both teams are 5th in OPS against right-handed starters, or against right-handed pitching this year at 761. So I think we see some fireworks tonight in LA.
Yeah, from Matt, we move over to Rock.
Yeah, I agree. I think we do see some fireworks in Baltimore and the Dodgers. And Burns definitely has been giving it up, and it's not like much of these Dodgers haven't seen a lot of Burns already. So definitely, I like the over. Lean to the Dodgers to get the win. Should have got the win last night as well. Baltimore got lucky. Dodgers just couldn't get that hit to take the lead back. But
Taylor, I thought Taylor had a home run swing in that last out. That was almost a 3-run home run.
I thought, I thought he had it too. I thought it was going, and thought they were going to walk it off. So, Dodgers at this coin flip, I got to go with the Dodgers in this one. Buehler he's slowly starting to get things reacclimatized to being back to pitching. So, give it to the Dodgers and the over in that one. And I like the over between the Marlins and Colorado. Yeah, Freeland, sure, he pitches better at home, but over his last few, he's definitely got roughed up and given up a few. I think he gives up a few here, but you know what Meyer's been doing. He's going to give up, do all the heavy lifting and just give up those meatballs for us, especially here at Coors. I like the over 11. I think we easily get what we seen last night. Maybe not 17, but I think we easily get well over the 11 to cruise to taco night in Colorado. And then the Mets in Arizona. I look at this Rodriguez going for Arizona, and Eduardo is. I think he's been lucky in a bunch of his starts where he's 3-0 here. He's been touched up for 12 hits. He does give up the walk. He's just got lucky in some of those spots where I don't know. He doesn't look good. I think at one of these points he's going to get rocked. And I think this is that spot tonight where the Mets come in and the Mets bats are just on fire. And I think Rodriguez here is going to be in full regression mode. I agree. Give me the Mets money line in this one.
Yeah, from Rod, or how I look at these. There's two games that I like here in this time slot. Here I'll go Mets and Arizona over 8.5. Severino's road form has been terrible. Last 5 starts, 17 runs in 27 innings. He's getting hurt by the home run ball, and that's dangerous here against his Diamondbacks team. Mets, by the way, they hit the ball very well on the road this year. And agree there with the Orioles Dodgers going over the total. Burns has been hammered. Look at that. Boy, this stat line for the past 4 starts for Burns, 22 runs in 20 2/3 innings. Is that Burns? Is that the Corbin Burns we know? Wow. That's incredible.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Bueller, ERA of 7 in his past 7 starts. Has an issue with control, giving up the home run ball. Orioles bullpen ERA 4.5. Again, almost gave up that walk off last night. That would have been good for the run line bettors too, because that would have been a 3-run homer had gone over the fence. But I'll look over there, Baltimore and LA. All right, we'll continue here on the drive-through. Now we'll move over to the WNBA. We have 4 games. Of course, some of the cappers don't cover WNBA, so you may get a play or a pass for them. So let's take a look at the games here from the 4-pack here from the WNBA for tonight. Sun Fever. And then we will move on over to and we can get this to work here. Hang on one second. Mystics and Sky, Lynx and Mercury, Liberty and those Woeful Sparks. We get it started off here with Big Al.
I've got 2 plays for sale in the WNBA. They're both premiums, and I don't like the other 3 games, so I'll be passing on this.
Passing there from Big Al. Move over to Matt.
Yeah, I'll be passing as well. Sorry.
Pass as well. Right.
And we look at this WNBA action tonight, and you know what? I'm going to take the Fever plus the points here against the Sun. I know, look, the Sun have been dominant over the Fever, but in this spot, the Fever, they love to get up against these good teams and playing well at home here. 8-1 ATS in their last 9 at home. 4-0 ATS in the last 4, playing on one day's rest. Well, you look at the Sun, sure, they win games. Solid defensive team, but I think this is that spot here that they try to slow down the Fever in this one. As we know, the Fever love to run and gun, not play a whole lot of defense, and it's opposite with the Suns. Kind of lean to an under there as well, but Suns only 5-11 ATS in their last 16. I think this comes right down to the wire the way these teams play. And, Fever can win it outright. But I'm going to take the points. I think this is a really close game. It comes right down to the wire in that one. And what I'm looking at here, I like Washington here in this spot. Chicago, the Sky, dealing with some injuries in this game tonight. So I like the Mystics. They've definitely stepped up their play, and I think I'm just going to lay the minus 135 on the money line. I think the Mystics win it outright. The other one I like at this point, look at the Atlanta, this Dream team, and this Dream play pretty good hoops, and especially against these good teams. They seem to be covering the spread. And Seattle doesn't look good over their last few games. 0-6 ATS in their last 6 overall, and they just seem to play down to their competition. 0-6 ATS in their last 6 versus a team with a losing straight-up record. As I said, Dream team, they get going against these good teams. 8-1-2 ATS, their last 11 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. Give me the Dream plus the 8.5 in that one. And the Sparks, give me the Sparks plus the 13.5. You know why? Because I think the Liberty win the game, but 13.5 is just way too many points. Everybody's going to see what the Liberty did last time, and are they really going to put the foot on the gas like they did last time and blow them out by 30 and 40? Nah, I think this is one of those games that the Sparks get up and keep it a little closer than people think. Liberty by 10. Take the Sparks plus the 13.5. And you know me, I don't take the Sparks very often at all.
That's Rod. From Rod is a wacky. I'm going to butt heads with Rod on that one for sure because I don't like the Sparks team whatsoever. I mean, they're just brutal. I'll lay it with the Liberty. I mean, 0-6 since the Olympic break, minus 13.5 net rating. Wow. You look at the Liberty coming off the break, 5-1, a plus 16 net rating. I have to look at the Liberty in that spot. It's just this Sparks team is just, man, I don't know, man. It's pretty ugly.
Sparks 8-2 ATS on the last 10 games with the team with a winning straight-up record. 7-3 ATS on the last, or 7-3-2 ATS on the last 12 off of 2 days rest. So they had lots of time to prep for this Liberty team. I don't know. I think it's one of those. Someone knows something. It's going to be 10 points.
There you go. So
Backdoor cover, one of those late. The Liberty take the foot off the gas late. Is the typical fourth quarter.
Who did they lose by 42 the other night? Was it the Liberty when they came back from the break?
Oh yeah, yeah, because it was like 103-68 or something. It was like crazy game, right?
It was 80-40 when I turned it on in the third quarter.
Yeah, yeah, it was, and it ended up finished 103-68 in that one. August 15th, few not too long ago.
This is a revenge game. You know?
Revenge, right?
Yeah. I wonder what Big Al has there. Teams losing by 30 plus is in a revenge situation, getting double digits.
When I looked at that, I think it was, off the top of my head, I think it was like 17-21 or something. It wasn't very good.
Okay, well,
I mean, it was under 50%. I did look at that.
It did. You know he would. That's why I asked. I knew I'd get the answer. All right, there from Big Al. All right, now it's time, guys, to take a look over at Pick Dawgz. As we're hitting the witching hour, we're about 10 minutes away from the 6:40 starts. So let's take a look at what's going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Oh, Matt, what's happening over at the site?
All right, tonight I got a baseball 3-pack for $29.99. Looking for the sweep 18-13 baseball run plus 8.3 units. As far as the upcoming week, we got a football play for tomorrow, one for Friday, 5 Saturday, and 1 Sunday. So we got 8 plays so far, looking at Monday possibly. So get a long-term pass. Use that pick code 15, or use the pick code PICK for 15% off a long-term package. Get it on it now. Save some cash long-term. Team up with one of these great guys that are on the podcast tonight, and let's win some cash going forward.
That's right, guys. I get on board there with Matt. And Matt let you know about that promo code. Remember those long-term passes. Remember that 30-day pass. A lot of NFL, a lot of college football there when you get that 1 month all sports pass. All right, let's take a look here over with Big Al. Big Al, of course, we got a lot of baseball up there on the board. What do you have going over at the site?
I've got 2 WNBA and 1 play in baseball, and then I've also already posted 2 college football for Saturday, and I should have about 4 CFL plays this week. Should hopefully get those posted in a day or 2 as well.
All right. Is that all? You got that all access back up again?
I was going to start it, do a video tonight for tomorrow, so it'll get going. But if folks want to join the all access, just text the words Big Al to 702-769-0404. All
right, so get on board there with Big Al there with that all access pass. Get ready here for the football season. Rod, what's going over at the site?
I know we're Pick Dawgz tonight. I've got 2 baseball, 1 WNBA. Put in a package for you. In that package includes my 10-star play of the day. We're 36-25 over the last 61 days on it. So I don't know if we're screwed up. I've got a couple plays in for college football already for Saturday. Definitely working on some more. I'm looking at least 3 or 4 there. And I'll probably have a CFL play or 2. And definitely got more MLB, more WNBA. Long term's the way to go. Jump aboard. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 Capper promotional as well. And definitely don't forget the promo code PICK and check out 15% off. And then also check out my all-access football pass. We had a winning season last year in college football, winning season in the NFL. We're going to keep it going That's your best way. You get everything I got going in football all season long, and we don't miss out on anything. As we're off to a nice start in college football. Want to know if Georgia Tech looking to continue it this weekend? Can't wait. Love college football.
Absolutely, get on board with Rod there. Remember the promo code PICK, save that 15% off. I got a best bet up on the board right now, as well as a 3-pack, which is bundled with my best bet. So either buy either one, either the best bet or the 3-pack, because my best bet is bundled there. Get on board. Of course, long-term pass is great right now, guys. 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. Save money per pick. When you get the long-term, remember you can also use that promo code PICK to save that 15% off. Right now it's time for our peripheral parlay segment where the cappers can give out a parlay or a pick, whatever pick they want. Maybe a game coming up here from NFL, college football, player prop. Let's begin here with Big Al.
Oh, can't really think of anything, so nothing.
Nothing from Big Al. Let's go over to Matt. Nope, maybe something will come back to him.
Yeah, there you go. Takes some time to think. I'm going to look at college football future. Looking at Rutgers over 6 wins coming up. It's minus 150, a little juicy. But this could be a surprise team in the Big Ten this year. Very experienced, second most experienced team in the conference. Bring back 18 starters. They have a transfer quarterback coming over from Minnesota. I don't know how to say his name. Kalakamanis, I think is how you say it. Not very good last year, but he's definitely an upgrade coming in this offense. But what led this team to a bowl game last year was their defense. They finished actually number 16 in the country overall. 8 starters back on defense, and they just have a great schedule. Out of conference, they have Howard tomorrow, and I believe it's either Akron or Kent State. It's Akron, so they're going to go 2-0. Then they have a test at Virginia Tech on the road for their third and last non-conference game. But the Big Ten schedule sets up great. They miss Ohio State, they miss Michigan, and they miss Penn State, who they are on a 0-27 run against. So chalk those up at 3 straight losses every year they play them. So they don't have them this year, and they also miss Oregon. So I think getting over 6 wins is a good safe bet for Rutgers. I think 8 is in the cards, and I think we have a game to play with. A little juicy, but definitely worth the proposition.
Yeah, from Matt, we go over here to Ron.
And for me, this spot, you know what? I like Matt Chapman, RBI tonight. I think he easily gets one off Freddie. He likes to crush Freddie, so I like that one there. And then a little 3-teamer. We're going to take all dogs. Take the Mets, the Giants, and the Jays. 3-teamer tonight.
Yeah, with Ron here going with the dogs there. So I'm going to come in. You guys like to know what I like the best on these free picks that we give out. The one I like the most would be Atlanta. That's the one here that I would like the most of all these games here for tonight. Let me see. I've been handicapping some of these college football games as well in advance. And I like the over in Colorado State and Texas over the total. In this one, Colorado State throws the football quite a bit. I don't think they're going to change for Jay Norville. They're just going to throw returning quarterback there. And, of course, we know Texas can light it up. Although they do have Michigan the following week. I'm hearing people talk about look ahead. Of course, I'll ask Big Al here. He's shaking his head. Michigan is going to be laying about 22 here, 21 against Fresno State. Any thoughts there?
I'm shaking my head because the whole look-ahead concept's bullshit. There's no evidence in the data that teams do look ahead, so it's irrelevant. But I would take Michigan at minus 21 or less, but not 21.5 or more.
There you go from Big Al McMorty. All right, Big Al. We got everybody in here with the drive-through. Before we close it out, any last thoughts from anyone before we go?
Let's win some money this college football weekend. Time's finally come. Let's go.
That's right. College football coming up. That's right. Dion tomorrow. That all eyes, right? Anybody mess with these 58 FCS versus FBS? Anybody going to be looking at those games? Or you're just going to focus on the 38 FBS versus FBS?
Nope.
I don't mess with the FCS versus FBS games, but a lot of people do.
No.
Have you ever this many scheduled, Big Al? 58 in week 1 in FCS versus FBS. I can't remember that many.
No, it's been like that for a good while.
I think it has been like that. They just haven't all had lines. Now they have lines on all of them.
Yeah.
I think you just see it. It's more prominent now, just because you can bet on them now. Before you couldn't. Now they're just everywhere because of that, I think.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. We'll be back back again tomorrow. So tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get those plays. All right. We'll let you guys go. We're going to wake goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again here tomorrow on the